Hi, I'm Julia, a reporter with Campaign and PRWeek.
Hi, I'm Andrea Schwenk, Chief Marketing Officer for Egglife Foods.
And we're about to get in the first ride of the day on the
Egglife Protein My Ride.
Woo!
So it was really about, we've always been about convenient nutrition with our wraps, and we find that the versatility is part of the magic of them, but you also need additional ingredients to really enjoy them, at home most likely. And so with Grab and Go, it's a way to enjoy Egglife wherever you are in an even more convenient solution, ready to eat on the go. Being able to hear firsthand from consumers what they love about the product, they often tell us they're obsessed with our wraps, or our wraps have been the game changer, is really gratifying for me as a marketer. And being able to hear from people in media around, what are they hearing from consumers? What are people looking for today, so that we can better inform the product innovations that we come out with our, inform our messaging, and ultimately our marketing strategies. And so just being able to have that one-on-one real-time feedback is really invaluable to me as a marketer.
And I know that on socials, you're really active as a brand. You have almost 60,000 followers on Instagram alone. And you do really fun things, like you just recreated the dot cake trend. Yeah. So what did that social media look like when you first started with the brand, and why did you decide to put so much focus into it, and what effect has that brought on the brand overall?
Yeah, I think when we first started the brand, we were only distributing product in the Chicagoland area. So a lot of the communication strategy was really around just findability and making sure consumers, understood what the Egglife brand even stands for, as we were starting really from scratch, building a new product, a new brand in a new category. And as the brand has evolved, I think one of the key things we've really leaned into is the versatility of the product. And so one of the things that consumers really appreciate about Egglife is that you can enjoy it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, dessert. And so being able to feature unique and interesting recipes and new ways to use the product has been really core for us. And it's really fun to see what our fans come up with in terms of, whether it's a layer cake, or, they're making cannolis, or they're making pizza, or they're making enchiladas. There's just, the sky's the limit in terms of what you can do with the product. And we are constantly inspired by our fans and what they're making.
We're obviously in a very protein focused phase right now. Culturally, how is your brand tapping into that and taking advantage of this moment? Because you seem to fit so perfectly into that.
Yeah. Egglife was built for this moment. I think we love talking about protein, and for us, it's not just about quantity of protein, it's also about quality of protein. Egg protein is one of the highest quality and most easily digestible protein sources. And what's also great about Egglife is we're not putting protein into something that already existed. We're creating something new and different out of protein. So Egglife just inherently is protein. We didn't need to go and add a bunch of protein to something else. And so that clean label and that kind of pure story really resonates with consumers today. And so we're really starting to help, I think, lead the charge in terms of being a leader in modern nutrition and really helping consumers understand that not all the protein that they consume is created equally, and the source of your protein really matters in how your body metabolizes it.
What are you going to roll out across socials about this activation? How are you going to get the word out that you're doing this car ride?
Yeah, so we've been doing some teaser campaigns and kind of seeding that we're going to be doing this. We've also tied in some fun consumer giveaways with swag, and maybe we have a few other surprises up our sleeves. Do you want to try some product?
What one do you recommend first?
Well, it depends. Are you more of a pepperoni girl or a turkey girl? Then do the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice that they're cold too for
Yep.
summertime.
Yep. So yeah, that's a refrigerator in the middle, so it's all about keeping it cold on the go.
Really, really good. That does taste like a bagel.
Right?
With turkey.
Yeah, it's one of the cool things about egg whites is they're a great, really neutral flavor carrier. So unlike when you eat bread or a flour tortilla, the flour can kind of mask some of the flavor. Like if you've ever eaten a spinach tortilla, it doesn't really taste like spinach, it's just green. And egg whites are a great carrier for flavor. So our wraps really taste like everything bagel or roasted garlic and herb. So
yeah, this is really, really good. How are you expanding your products And what do those meetings look like when you're thinking about new ways to present this?
This is a really fun story. Is we are always, like I mentioned, watching how our consumers are using our products, and we actually saw that consumers were taking our wraps and cutting them up and using them as a pasta alternative.
Wow.
And we're like, oh, that's really interesting. What if we made like an actual pasta product? So this product is a little bit different recipe than our traditional wraps because we were really trying to make a pasta and not just a wrap cut up into strips. So it has a little tiny bit of egg yolk where our wraps are just egg whites. And it also has some other ingredients for texture. And so, but what's really cool about it is it's 2 times the protein and 90% fewer carbs than traditional pasta. And you don't have to boil water. So it's technically ready to eat. All you would do is heat up your sauce, throw the pasta in, bring it to temp, and you're done. So you can have lunch or dinner ready in 3 minutes or less.
That's crazy.
This also comes in a bunch of flavors too, so similar to our wraps. We have a roasted garlic, we have a sun-dried tomato, and a spicy chili. That's great in like Asian noodle dishes.
Wow.
So yeah, so this is available at a variety of retailers like Publix. It's launching at Target, it's at Hy-Vee.
That's awesome. And what sauce would you recommend on this pasta?
I do really like the Asian inspired ones, like a peanut sauce on either this one, the roasted garlic, honestly, or the spicy chili is probably my favorite with some nice veg.
That's so fun.
So
I love pasta, so I'm definitely going to try that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll be sending you home with some today too. So.
Oh